first thing I do when I wake up is head to the bathroom and take off my top to check the henna tattoo. I'm still groggy. I stayed up pretty late last night because I was scared I would smudge the ink by sleeping on it, though eventually I took a cool shower to rinse off the excess ink and surrender to sleep. I can't wait to show Zooble how cool this looks. As I start imagining hanging out with them, I blush a bit, remembering how close we got last night, and I hope, just a little, we can get closer as we keep hanging out. I'm pulled out of my thoughts by a knock at the door. I pull my top back on and open the door. Zooble and Gangle are already waiting for me. You excited for the culture festival tomorrow, Stevie? She gives me a gentle smile. I nod, stepping out the door and beginning the long trek to school with my two friends. This week went by so fast, huh, Stevie? It sure did, but I have been having so much fun, even though it's just the first week. Oh wow, I almost forgot it's your first week here. Zooble nods. Yeah, it's weird to think about that. Feels like you've been a part of our group a lot longer. I can't help but blush at their friendly words. Oh well, I couldn't ask for better friends to help get me used to school life. Before I came here, I was so nervous. I really struggled to even make surface level friends. And the friends I did make didn't stick around for more than a semester. I guess what I'm saying is, you guys are better friends than I could have ever asked for. Aw, Stevie! She looks up at me, emotion welling in her eyes, before pulling Zooble and I into a group hug before either of us can resist. Oh, look at us! Oh my god! Oh, we're so cute! You're so cute, she says, producing a camera with a sly grin. Gangle, wait, Zooble says, squirming. Gangle doesn't wait, holding the camera high before snapping a pic of us all. Gangle slides the camera slyly back into her uniform. I bet even Jax would be too scared to try anything with us now. Zooble squints. Yeah, I could kick his ass no problem. They flex their claw arm as Gangle and I pretend to fawn over their impressive figure. We all burst into laughter as we approach the school entrance, making our way up to the staircase before sitting in our usual spot in homeroom. Do we get more Kinger? Ragatha waves to us. Okay. Oh, hey, Zooble and Stevie. Good morning. Have you two decided if you're going to participate in the band? She offers a coy smile, leaning towards us, her gaze primarily focused on Zooble. I think Zooble and I are gonna pass on the... Zooble interrupts me. We'll meet you in the music room once English class is over. That was unexpected. Oh my gosh, thank you both so much, she beams. Well, you know. They scratch the back of their neck, looking away. I don't think I was being really fair to you two yesterday, so, they pause. Sorry. Zooble barely gets their apology out before Ragatha jumps in to offer one of her own. No, I'm actually the one who needs to be sorry. I was trying to control everything, and I was the one who asked you, and then... It's fine, Ragatha. Zooble interrupts Ragatha's apology before the rag doll can get too carried away. Ragatha offers a grateful smile in response, nodding before facing the front of the class as Kinger starts the lecture. I still have questions, though. Once Kinger is done taking attendance, I turn to Zooble. Okay, is everybody here? Is Zooble? Gangle? He's just, like, looking around the room, like, trying to take attendance. And then, like, everyone's just looking at him like, it's the same shit every day. You know that we're here. You, changed your mind? Zooble shrugs, as if it's no big deal. Well, I was thinking about what you said yesterday, and I realized I'd rather spend my time working with you and Ragatha than just moping around. And I guess I like spending time with you, they say with a blush. I want to try doing stuff you like, you know? Thanks, Zooble. I'm sure I'm blushing just as much. I try to focus on the lecture, but Zooble's the only thing I can think of. When my eye occasionally drifts to them, I find it hard to look away. I wonder what thoughts are running through Zooble's head. Are they thinking about me too? I jump, pulled from my thoughts. It's lunchtime. Did I really miss the bell? Oh no, I must really be head over heels for Zooble. You ready to head to the music room? I nod enthusiastically. Zooble turns to Gangle. Hey Gangle, Stevie and I are gonna help Ragatha with the music thing. You wanna draw in the music room while we do that? Gangle nods. I'll get my stuff from the art room and meet up with you guys. Leaving me and Zooble to walk to the music room. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Sorry. Zooble and I walk into the music room. Ragatha's already setting up her cello by the time we open the door. I head over to the piano bench. Zooble gets behind the drums. Maybe today would be a good day to take the lead. See if I can come up with something that emphasizes Zooble's aggressive drumming style while also letting Ragatha's more classical style shine. Hey guys, I had an idea. Ragatha and Zooble both pause, waiting for me to continue. What if, when we played today, we try to showcase everyone's talents? How would we do that? Well, I was thinking we could all take turns. They both seemed interested by the idea. What if I play the melody for the first part, then we do a sort of chorus where we all contribute, then Ragatha takes the lead on the second bit, and then we both pause playing to let Zooble do a drum solo, maybe. Perhaps. And we finish by repeating the chorus? Ragatha smiles, nodding, excited to try it. Zooble looks a bit skeptical, but shrugs. I can just play a basic beat until we get to the chorus. Would that work? I nod. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We try my plan. It's rough going at first. I stumble a bit through the first verse, trying to pick a good melody to match Ragatha's harmony. And when we first launch into the chorus, we all play so loud that we end up clashing with one another. Okay, again, from the top. Takes about 4 or 5 tries for Ragatha and I to match up a good melody and harmony, and it takes a few tries after that to match each other's volume. But finally, we end up something that I'm pretty happy with. Just as the piano and cello fade into silence, Ragatha gives Zooble a nod. Zooble plays an impressive solo, incorporating the snare, cymbals, and drums into a high-energy solo, which naturally leads us to a final repeated chorus-style verse, where we all showcase the best of our musical skills. As we finish, we hear a quiet applause. We were playing so loud that someone outside the room could hear us? Well, wait, wasn't... Gangle came to the room with us. I thought that was, like... I don't know why my character forgot about that. I thought that was really good, she says with a shy smile. Ragatha wipes her forehead. All right, well, practice makes perfect. She gives me an enthusiastic smile despite her apparent exhaustion. I nod and we launch into the number again. This time we work on balancing our dynamics so that no one instrument drowns out the other. By the time we've gone over feedback and settled on a style we like, Zooble is sweating, my hands ache, and Ragatha looks like she's gonna collapse on her cello. But I have to admit, it sounds pretty good. Alright, I think we got the hang of things. This sounds pretty good, right? I nod. Guys, this sounds amazing, she says. I wonder how long she can keep up that boundless positivity in the face of how exhausted we are. I'm sure it will be good enough for Kane, she chuckles nervously. Zooble shrugs. Kane gets what he gets. I'm happy with it. Ragatha gives Zooble a grateful smile. She doesn't agree with the sentiment behind Zooble's statement. She's at least happy to have Zooble's approval. Hey, Zooble? Yeah, I'm really glad you decided to join us today. I nod. We do make a pretty good team. I look at Zooble, who's also nodding. Ragatha claps her hands. Oh, sorry, I just remembered. Kane wants us to come up with a band name for tomorrow. Zooble snorts. This is literally the first and probably only time we're playing together. I know, but she trails off. I've got an idea. The Amazing Digital Sapphics. Trademark. Patent pending. The message is clear. We have to keep Principal Kane happy. Zooble shrugs. I don't know. Hey, Stevie, how about you pick? Dang, I gotta think something up. What should our band be called? Oh my god, wait, I actually get to make that the band name. Amazing. Maybe just Digital Sapphics. Hey, that fits! Hi, Mitsu! You're just in time for me to name this band, the Digital Sapphics. It's me, Zooble, and Ragatha. Literally the two characters I set out to try to romance. I've been really enjoying this path so far. I'll probably finish Zooble's. The next time I stream this, I'll be doing Ragatha's next. How are you doing? I'm doing really good, actually. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I've been having fun doing all the voices and stuff. Digital Sapphics? I like that. Zooble nods. Digital Sapphics, huh? Has a nice ring to it. Just as we settle on the name I picked out, Ragatha's Wacky Watch buzzes. Oh, wow, is it really that late? I still have so much to organize. She gives us an apologetic smile. Are you okay if I head out? I'm sorry, the culture fair... It's cool, Ragatha, we can clean up in here. Ragatha nods with one last apologetic smile before she heads out. So, Stevie, Gangle, you guys want to be done for the day? Just drop off Gangle's art stuff in the art room. Actually, I just remembered I forgot my backpack in my locker. Do you guys mind if I pick that up and meet you at the school entrance? Zooble and Gangle nod, heading to the art room. Just as I close the piano lid and get ready to leave, I hear the door creak open. I duck behind the piano. Who could be sneaking in? To my surprise, it's Jax? Holding a... No! Holding a large pair of scissors, he skulks into the room before spying the cello. He slips the scissors behind one of the strings, and... Hey! I shout. What the? Huh? He pauses a moment before spotting me, giving me a wicked grin. Oh, Stevie! I didn't see you there. What the heck are you doing? Relax. Just... He closes his scissors around the string with a sad, high-pitched twang. The string is cut in half. Completely unusable. His grin widens. Well, why? Words fail me in the face of Jax's undisguised enthusiasm for his own cruelty. To mess up the culture fair. Duh. He says that like it's a normal motivation. After I finish up in here, I'm gonna throw paint all over the art room and try to find out what everyone else is doing to see what I can mess up there too. Anyways, I'm gonna kill this rabbit. But just... I say, still not fully understanding. Why? Jax rolls his eyes. Because I can. And because it's funny, he says, snipping another string on the cello. Could you maybe not do that? He looks at me, completely deadpan. No. Well, talking isn't doing me much good, and we only have a couple of spare cellos. Jax finds those. It's curtains for the digital Sapphics. I went on such a long tangent that I forgot I named the digital Sapphics. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. That really hit me. Oh jeez. Think, Stevie, think. What would Zooble do? I launch into action. Hey, wait! Jax has moments before I launch myself towards him, tackling him into a wall. I won't let you mess this up. We worked really hard. Get... He squirms, trying to get an arm free. I bite it. Ow! What the heck is wrong with you? He keeps wriggling as I try to wrestle the scissors from his grasp. Get off me, Stevie! I will stab you! Just stop! I'm gonna stab this rabbit. Jax's scissors nick my sleeve and I recoil. Did he actually just try to stab me? I stumble backwards, knocking over a cymbal from the drum set, which falls to the ground with an immense clatter. The noise attracted someone's attention. As the door to the room flies open, and in storms. What the f*** are you doing in here, Jax? Jax eyes my sleeve. I didn't mean to do that. I was just... You are so dead. Zooble gives him a look that could wither a tree to its roots. He was trying to mess up the culture festival. I pipe up. Jax rolls his eyes. Oh boy, Zooble and the tattletale. Am I supposed to be scared? Zooble turns to me. Stevie, lock the door. Oh shit. I nod, standing up and locking it. Jax's eyes dart to the door, then Zooble, all sense of humor fading from his face as he blanches. What are you doing? Wait, hold on, don't... Ow! Stop! Zooble's wacky watch buzzes. Oh, that's Gangle. She just made it back to the dorms. Apparently there's a new episode of her show on tonight. Sorry you got held up with me. I giggle nervously, but Zooble shrugs. It's fine. I would have just worried about you if I left you alone after I heard the cymbal fall anyways. You were worried about me? Zooble blushes. Yeah, a little. Why are you asking that? I blush too. I, just wanted to, that is... I don't have a good answer, so I just give Zooble a shrug. Still, I should have guessed Jax would try to mess things up. I nod. Yeah, can't believe you tried to fight him off, though. They laugh. I laughed a bit, too. That's pretty brave of you. Well, you can't always be the only one who stands up to him. But honestly, I was just trying to think of what you would do. I guess you could say you inspired me. What? I would... They trail off, blushing before continuing. Well, that's cool that you thought of me. The tension is so thick I could reach out and cut it. I lean a little closer to Zooble when suddenly... Zooble! Stevie! Congratulations! Confetti bursts into the air. Kane? They stammer, caught off guard. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? He repeats the question even as confetti flutters in the air around him. Oh! He snaps. You and Stevie just won the Culture Fair Champions Award! He says without explaining what that means, seemingly frozen in place. Meaning... They prompt him. Meaning you two put in truly impressive effort to make the Culture Fair a success. From working on art with Gangle, helping Ragatha form a band to provide live music, to even thwarting the wicked plans of Jax to ruin everything at the last moment. You two have worked your rears off just to make sure the Culture Fair goes off without a hitch. Another burst of confetti floats down. I salute you, he says, saluting. A third wave of confetti, exploding and covering the path. And your reward is, he says, conjuring a drum roll from somewhere, a location of your choice. A location? I'll let you two go anywhere at all. Anywhere? Anywhere they want, dear studio audience, he says, looking in a random direction. So, like, would a real bar with alcohol be allowed? Kane twitches. That was only once, because the suggestion box requested it, and we need to maintain a PG rating, Zooble. You said anything. They insist. Kane twitches again, his eyes cycling through colors for a second before straightening up. Oakley dokley! A brand new bar it is! He waves his hand. Check it out and enjoy responsibly! As Kane disappears, my wacky watch buzzes. A notification on the screen tells me that a new location has been added. Zooble peers down at their own watch. He actually did it. I nod, looking at Zooble. You brave enough to try it? Last time we hung out at a bar, you lost control, and there wasn't even any alcohol in what I served you. I blush at the reminder. Zooble. Zooble laughs. I'm just messing with you. I try to calm my nerves as we walk back to the dorms together. So, if her show is over, should we invite Gangle? Zooble shrugs. We don't have to, they say, blushing before they continue. I actually think I'd like it to be just two of us again. Tonight. I look at my feet, too embarrassed to face Zooble, but nod. I'd like that too, I say before nodding and turning to face Zooble, who is still blushing. But, first, I'm gonna change into something more comfortable. Sound good, Stevie? Oh, yeah, me too. I can probably get changed and get to the bar in about an hour, if that'll work for you. Yep. We make our way up the steps, parting once we get to our respective rooms. Where did I leave my duct tape? Was it in here? Oh! We fucking duct taped him to the ceiling! I love that. I love that so much. The writing in this is great. Oh my god. Butterflies fill my stomach as I step into my room and try to pick something out. I can't believe this is happening. The first place I look is my closet. Surely there has to be something more exciting than my school uniform, and it would feel really weird to show up to a bar in a fresh, pressed school uniform. Pretty sure that violates the student code of conduct. I'm surprised to see a garment bag hanging in my closet with a big red bow draped across. I read the attached note. Looks like this is Principal Kane's doing. Hey, Stevie! Since wearing your uniform would violate the code of conduct here at the Amazing Digital Academy, I've decided to add an extra gift. This set of clothes! Enjoy putting them on your body and such. Even reading the note, I can hear his overzealous enthusiasm. Still, as I unravel the oversized bow and unzip the front, I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty sharp number. It's a nice black dress with a gold necklace and a matching set of black heels. Isn't that exactly what Ragatha wore in the Noir Bar adventure? I mean, I don't remember if her necklace was gold or not, but that's almost one-to-one what she was wearing. Interesting. Interesting choice. I mean, if I was gonna meet someone in a bar, that's probably what I would want to wear. This will be sure to catch Zooble's attention tonight. I try on Kane's gift, and it fits perfectly. I'm practically skipping, I'm so pleased with this number, as I step out into the late autumn night, despite there being cherry blossoms everywhere. Like, here's the thing. The writing is really good in this. And the argument can be made that Kane doesn't know much about the outside world, so he wouldn't know that the seasons changing mean the trees change. But I can't help but feel frustrated that they're saying that it's autumn, but the cherry blossoms are still in bloom. It's such a little detail, but I don't know why it's bothering me so much. Anyways, the bar isn't too far, which I'm grateful for, as the shoes Kane lent me are more for looking nice than actually walking in. Whoo! As I get inside, the space bustles with a low murmur of people talking. There's a stage in the center of the space, surrounded by dining tables. Not the NPC DJ, hell yeah. Bro is jamming out to this MIDI rendition of the Digital Circus theme. Looks like this is a jazz bar or something. I look around for Zooble before spying them. Oh my god. They look really good in a dress shirt and vest. Oh my god. Hey, Stevie. They wave a claw at me. Wow. I eye their outfit and I can't help but blush a bit. Somehow, even though I've seen Zooble put on and take off parts of their body, there's something even more intense about what they're wearing now. Zooble rolls their eyes. So, I can take it you like what I picked out for tonight? Yeah, I stammer. Do you think I'm overdressed for the occasion, or... Zooble scans my outfit, turning away, trying and failing to hide a blush. Oh, sure, yeah, it looks good, I mean. They clear their throat, offering me the crook of their arm, which I happily take as we walk up to the bar. You look good tonight, they remark once more as we ascend the stairs. We walk up to the well-polished bar, sitting on stools next to one another as we peruse the menu. The menu advertises it's karaoke night. Oh god. You any good at singing? I laugh. Trust me, you do not want to hear me sing. They shrug. Oh my god. I hope he sings Copacabana. A red mannequin approaches the mic as we both pick out our drinks. A piano backing track begins as the mannequin starts singing a musical number. I was been cheated by you since I don't know how long. Suddenly he vanishes. I wonder if he was singing Mamma Mia by ABBA, now that I think about it. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. The lyrics are close enough that I think that's probably what they're going for. What in the... Zooble rolls their eyes. Don't worry, that's just disappearing guy. Disappearing guy? He just shows up sometimes, they say, sipping the martini they ordered as I look at them, utterly confused. He's one of Kane's NPCs. I try not to think too hard about that as I sip my vodka lemonade. Ooh, that does sound good. That does sound good. I vibe with this. So, like, that isn't something that just happens to you if you go up there? Zooble shrugs. Probably not. The next figure to approach the mic is a large figure that appears to be made of large bubbles. A familiar bass line begins to play. Oh god. The bubble figure leans into the mic. He says into the mic, but it's impossible to make out what he's saying. It sounds like someone speaking too close and too loudly into a low-quality microphone. Shouldn't he give the mic some space? Nah, that's just Orbsman. He sounds like that. This bar is certainly populated with its fair share of interesting characters. Orbsman sings his heart out, but I can only make out what the lyrics are from the backing track, and what appears on screen behind Orbsman. However, everyone applauds when Orbsman descends the stage. I guess he did a good job. Zooble downs their martini in one last gulp, wiping their mouth, or at least where their mouth would be. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try something. Wait, really? I mean, yeah, they shrug. May as well, since it's karaoke night. I watch as Zooble goes up to the person emceeing the karaoke. They have to go back and forth a bit, but eventually Zooble picks a song the MC has. Lights come up as the opening bar is to a well-known jazz standard. Are they singing Fly Me to Mars? Bro. Fly me out to Mars. Let me watch the planets turn. I'd like to know what summer's like on Venus or Saturn. As they sing, I don't know if it's the vodka lemonade talking or my own genuine feelings, but I get completely lost in their voice and their eyes. Colored lights swirl around and the karaoke song lyrics glow behind them, but I can't help but focus on Zooble. It's as if the lights in the bar themselves dim, as if every background noise goes silent, as if the world is just me on my bar stool and Zooble on the stage. As the song comes to a close, they make direct eye contact. In different words, I want to be with you. In different words. I didn't realize. I thought that was like the end of the song. Oops. In different words, I like you. They sing, looking directly at me. I melt. The bar applauds as Zooble's performance comes to a close. The bar lights coming back up, letting the surrounding crowd flood back into reality. Despite their blush, Zooble takes their seat next to me. That was... I know I'm not really in the right range, and that song is corny anyways. They scratch the back of their neck. Amazing. Zooble seems surprised by my response as they look away. Well, I guess I'm glad you liked it. I loved it. I swoon before catching myself. The song, that is, you know, it has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. That's crazy that that's actually true. Like, when they first mentioned, like, what song they were gonna be singing, I was like, there's no way. Because that song genuinely does have, like, sentimental meaning to me. Which is why I, like, immediately knew what it was and, like, how it goes. Zooble turns to me. Really? Yeah, my... my mom really liked Hank Bin Batra. So it's always playing on her old turntable. Wow. Hank Bin Batra. The iconic hit single by Hank Bin Batra, Fly Me Out to Mars. Oh, that's crazy though, because I actually do have my mom's old record player, and I think somewhere I might have a Frank Sinatra record. I don't remember though. Your mom has good taste. Yeah. The bartender hands Zooble another martini, which they raise. To moms with good music taste? To moms with good music taste. I agree, toasting them with my second vodka lemonade. A few other NPCs go up. There's one that bears a striking resemblance to Pomni, except this one appears to have jagged teeth, and her outfit is red where Pomni's is yellow, and yellow where Pomni's is red. Zooble groans. Evil Pomni. Evil Pomni? Zooble nods. Kane did this softball match once, and he made evil versions of each of us. Well, except for Gangle, but most of us got these weird doubles. Evil Pomni comes up to the mic and greets the entire bar with a series of expletives. I hope she sings like some sort of parody of like Limp Bizkit or something. Hey, mother... She continues, but Kane's magical censor bleeps out so many words I can't even make out what Evil Pomni was trying to say in the first place. And tonight, I'm singing you! A discordant punk track plays as Evil Pomni launches into a song that is somehow almost entirely words disallowed by Kane's censor. You, I do what I want. You, I do who I want. Jesus Christ. If the lyrics weren't a turn-off, the terrible music behind them would be. The guitar sounds like it's pleading for death, the drums are way too loud, and every chorus and verse sounds exactly like the last one. Song comes to a close after what feels like an hour. Evil Pomni does a bow, baring her sharpened teeth. Thank you, mother... Nobody applauds. Which, unfortunately, only seems to piss off Evil Pomni. Hey, where's my cheers? One person lets out a solitary woo, which only seems to stoke her anger. You know what? I'm not getting off this stage, not until my talent receives the appreciation it deserves. She scowls at the MC, demanding another song. Zooble and I are subjected to another 3 grueling minutes of raw noise as Evil Pomni shouts discordantly into the karaoke mic. I would prefer 5 songs by Orbsman to 1 more song by Evil Pomni. Boys only want... if it's... She's singing a... Oh god, I know exactly what that was supposed to be then. I was like, this could be anything, but then it's like, she sings a pop country song, her discordant shouting clashing horribly with the delicate melody. I tried downing another vodka lemonade, but it doesn't make listening to Evil Pomni any less painful. But it does give me an idea. Evil Pomni finishes the song to very light applause. The aura inside the karaoke bar is comparable to a hostage situation. I can't let this keep going on. That was weak. You guys need to applaud 10 times louder next time, she demands. I approach the MC. Can I sing the next song? The MC, a mannequin with a headset on, wipes their brow. I can't read their face, seeing as they don't really have one, but I can tell they're relieved. Yes, please, anything. But the MC glances at Evil Pomni. More of that. I nod. How about No Zenith High Enough? Wow, they're really really doing well with the royalty-free parodies here. The MC nods. A couple of bulkier mannequins take Evil Pomni under their arms, hauling her out of the bar. I get behind the mic as a familiar intro plays. I look around the bar, and my gaze instinctively focuses on Zooble once it picks them out. I'm trying to think of like what part of the song this would be. Yeah, I'm not gonna try singing it. There's no zenith high enough, no nadir low. If you want me, call. I don't know where they're going with this. No matter how far away you are, I'll be there by plane or car. Yeah, this is interesting. Because there's no zenith, that's too high. I begin to belt, alcohol and passion overcoming my own inhibitions. And no nadir? So low? That it would keep me apart from you, I say, pointing at Zooble in a drunken stupor. Zooble blushes, walking up to the stage. Stevie, what are you doing? I look down at them. Singing! I say, before launching into the next verse. My eyes barely drift from Zooble as I sing verse after verse, losing my breath or even forgetting a few lyrics here and there, fueled by a desperate need to be heard, communicate clearly everything I feel in this moment. Oh, haven't I told you? There's no zenith that's too high, and no nadir too low, I say, repeating the refrain, singing to the bar, but also singing to just one person, Zooble, who mostly stands there, shocked. But you know, that's okay, because in this moment, I'm not a fellow student or someone else in the band. I'm just Stevie, telling Zooble how I feel, even if it's through song. As I finish, sweating and breathless, there's a moment of quiet. Then the bar erupts into applause. Encore! 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 A chant rises. But I'm so breathless. Well, I manage through the pants. But before I can turn them down, Zooble ascends the stage. Come on, give the people what they want, they say, still blushing from the attention I gave them during my performance. We can pick out a duet, so you can catch your breath a bit? I nod. Zooble descends the stage to request a song and an extra mic from the MC, who nods before the song starts. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. Okay. Well, I have had the best time in my life, and I swear it's very true. I owe this feeling to you. They say, looking at me. I nod. Yeah, I had the best time today, and it's you who made me feel this way. We continue the duet. The bar is electric around us. Even though I'm focused on Zooble for the whole performance, it's hard to ignore the occasional whistle, or the way the crowd oohs and ahs at the end of each chorus. Zooble and I maintain eye contact, through the performance. The tension in the air so thick, it almost chokes me. But I push through it, forcing air into my aching lungs and belting out every chorus, calling on my strained vocal cords. And we pass through every open door to find the truth, and I owe my feelings to you. We hold that note. The moment seems to stretch out forever, crystalline and beautiful. But like all good things, the moment does eventually end. The bar cheers around us as we stand, sweating and looking at one another. Well, that's where we're ending karaoke tonight. Aww. Always leave them wanting more. Everyone nods as the bar lights begin to go down, and various NPCs filter out. So, I say, panting, should we head back to the dorms? Zooble nods. I think I sweat through my shirt. They laugh. We hold hands. I guess they hold my hand, and I hold their claw? I didn't know you were such a good singer. Zooble blushes. Well, ditto for you, Stevie. You really managed to hit every note out there, even if you were singing at the top of your voice for each note. I laugh. Well, it's kind of my first time. Maybe before next time we can do some breathing exercises. I perk up. Next time? I mean, I'd do that again if you wanted to. I nod. I had a lot of fun tonight. I trail off, looking at Zooble. Zooble nods, looking back at me. Me too, Stevie. I had more fun than I've had in a long time. I can't help but feel warm and fuzzy at their words. We finally get to my dorm door. Time to ask something I've been thinking about. So, Zooble. They look at me. Yeah? Did you, mean it? They raised an eyebrow. Mean what? What you said. When? I looked up at them. You know, back at the bar. About you being a good singer? I shake my head. No, like, during the first song? Zooble rolls their eyes. It's a song, Stevie. What? But, like, you know, you were looking at me, and you picked the songs, so, Stevie, it's a song with lyrics. I was looking at you because... They blush, looking away. Well, because you were the most familiar person in the crowd. Okay? But, Zooble... Zooble shakes their head. Look, Stevie, tonight was fun. Can we not do this? I sigh. Seriously, I know what you're getting at. And I had a lot of fun tonight. They pinch the bridge of where their nose would be. But between the live performance and helping Gangle with art and the culture fair in general, I'm not really in a focused headspace right now. I sag. Zooble notices my response and puts a claw on my shoulder. That's okay, Zooble. But I'm not saying it wasn't anything, either. Huh? Look, let's focus on getting our performance done right tomorrow. Okay? I nod. I can do that. I promise after that we'll talk about this. About us. I can accept that. Even if I wish I knew now. I know if I press Zooble for an answer, I'll just guarantee a no. Okay, Zooble. Sorry if I brought the mood down by asking. It's okay, Stevie. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. But for what it's worth, I really liked singing with you. And I hope that we can hang out more once this is all over. I nod. I'm even able to smile a bit. Me too. No matter how things go. Zooble gives me a meaningful look. Really was the best time I've had. For as long as I can remember. We'll stand there for a few tense, awkward minutes. I can't really think of any other conversation topics other than what she just said. So we should probably get some rest for the performance tomorrow. Zooble seems relieved that I said that. Yeah, exactly. I'll see you tomorrow, Zooble? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Steve. I give them a smile before I close the door. Not getting a definite answer is leaving a sour taste in my mouth, but I can't deny that today I felt closer to Zooble than I ever have. I really hope this leads to something. Think about the night we shared as I drift off to sleep. Day 4. Complete. Whew! Wow. Okay. Wow. I wake up the next morning and I'm barely able to open my eyes. I spent all of last night tossing and turning and trying to calm myself down, but I just can't. Not after how we left things. Still, I yawn and force myself out of bed. This is too real to, like, how I actually am when, like, I talk to someone I like that. Like, I will literally just spend all night sleepless thinking about it. Lazily pulling on my uniform and trying to make myself look presentable for the day. Knock, knock, knock. That must be Stevie? Zooble. Hey, Stevie, we have to head to the culture festival. Are you ready? Just a minute, I call back. Still, no matter how much I adjust my uniform and try to fix my hair, nothing seems right. So true. I keep trying for some time. Stevie, come on. We can't be late. Ragatha's already blowing up my wacky watch asking us where we are. Crap. I decide whatever state I'm in will have to be good enough. Stevie, I open the door just before they manage to knock. Zooble looks me up and down. You look terrible, I know, but I can't really get myself looking right today, so let's go. I was gonna say kinda punk rock. Really? Yeah, I don't hate it. Well, that was unexpected. Still, pretty decent as far as responses go. Well, let's get going, yeah? Zooble grabs my hand and we rush to the culture festival. Oh my gosh! Where have you guys been? Stevie wouldn't stop trying to give themselves a makeover on the way over. Zooble snorts playfully. Hey, I wasn't trying to... Ragatha wipes her brow. What matters is that the two of you are here now. Kane was getting really insistent. So, does everyone remember their parts from yesterday? Yep. Perfect. 'Cause we'd only be letting down Kane and the entire student body if we messed this up, she says with a jovial swing of her arm. No, wait, 'cause, like, the way I know these characters, 'cause, like, I actually did swing my arm when saying that, not even thinking about it, and then, like, that's what it says, of course. Such a Ragatha thing to do. Her tone is full of fake enthusiasm. She sounds completely manic. Can relate. But there's not really any time to comment on it. We step out into the spotlight. Whoa, as I look out into the crowd of my peers, my knees go weak. Was there always this many people in our school? Well, we're all rendered a little speechless at the gathered crowd. Lucky for us, Principal Kane pops into existence. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and guys and gals and non-binary pals. Today, the Student Council President and her selected cohort are here to produce music. The word echoes as if he's shouting into a large empty room. The crowd goes silent for a second before erupting into applause. Zooble winces next to me. Even Ragatha seems a little put upon by the introduction. That's right, music! Those delectable little vibrations that itch something in the human mind that just makes everything feel better. He flourishes, spinning his cane in place. Oop! He loses grasp on his cane and it goes flying onto one of the cymbals. He pauses for a second, seeming to almost glitch in place as he stares at his cane before snapping his finger. The cane disappears from the front of the drum kit and appears in his hand. Well, that was humiliating. On with the show! Please welcome to on the stage... Every time, like, so much time passes between mentions of the band name that I forget that I actually was able to enter a name, and it catches me off guard every time. Please welcome to the stage, Digital Sapphics! With another snap, Kane disappears from sight. Ragatha casts a glance back at us, smiling nervously, but giving a thumbs up as the audience claps. Break a leg, guys! Not that I really want you guys to break a leg, or anything like that. She trails off with a nervous chuckle. Zooble turns to me from behind the drum kit. You ready, Stevie? Ready as I'll ever be. Zooble nods coolly. Seems like that was the right thing to say. I'll count us in, okay? I nod, giving Zooble a weak smile and a thumbs up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and... Whoa. Zooble launches into their drum part. A second ago, my body felt stiff as a board. But seeing the fluid ease with which Zooble plays, I feel a little more confident in myself. My fingers dance across the immaculate piano Kane has provided. Ragatha hits a few sour notes as she tries to match our tempo. But before anyone can complain or even shout boo, we were already in full swing. Zooble executes their drum solo flawlessly. The moment they slow down, I pick right back up with my piano part, starting in with a complex melody. Once my solo is complete, Ragatha stands in the spotlight and executes her own solo perfectly. Finally, after what feels like hours but is only 5 minutes tops, we finish. The crowd is silent for a few moments. I cast a worried glance at Zooble, who gives an apologetic shrug. It's fine, Stevie. I think you did pretty good. Zooble is summarily cut off by a loud roar of applause. The entire mannequin audience is going absolutely wild, jumping up and down. I even see Mr. Kinger, Pomni, and Gangle in the crowd. Bravo! Bravo! Those are my students! Gangle's ribbon-like arms flutter maniacally as she jumps up and down. Go Zooble! Go Stevie! Even Pomni is wearing a wide smile. Amazing job, you guys! Predictably, but regrettably, our concert also has its detractors. Boo! Boo! Violin sucks! I had duct tape to the ceiling over this stupid performance. We ignore Jax's boos and bow for the audience. A few students even throw roses on the stage. For a while, it's nice to bask in the glow of our achievement. After a few moments, the applause dies down and we can safely descend the stage. We're surrounded by our friends as we rejoin the rest of the students for the culture fair. Seriously, Stevie, I didn't know you were so good at piano. Thanks, Pomni. I'm just glad I was able to keep up. Zooble walks up behind me, putting a hand on my shoulder. Keep up, yeah, right. You practically showed us all up with your performance up there. I can't hide my blush. Everyone did their best. I think we can all be proud of our work. Stevie and Zooble for the win! Did she just say... Oh, damn, I should have read it like that. Did she just say FTW out loud? Kinda cringe, but I let it slide. I am so proud of you three coming together for the Culture Festival. Seriously, congrats to all of you. We all walk around the festival together. After our performance, Zooble and I are parched and starving. There is a stall selling boba tea and another one selling pot stickers. One of the clubs is even making sushi rolls. Without any additional fanfare, Zooble and I stroll the culture fair, picking up a little bit of everything. We finally head to the courtyard to sit down and start eating in. For a few minutes, we're too busy stuffing our faces to even talk to one another. But once there is a pause, I decide to ask a question. The question that's been on my mind since last night. So, Zooble. Zooble looks up at me, pausing their feast for a moment. Yes, Stevie? Are we? Zooble sighs. You know, after the culture festival, I mean, what are we going to be? Zooble pauses for a moment before answering. I wanted to wait until after the festival to tell you this. I wince, preparing for the worst. But I actually think I'm kinda, sorta... They pause, blushing, falling for you. They blurt it out so fast it sounds like one word. What? Zooble huffs. I said I'm falling for you, okay? It's so embarrassing. I hope you're happy. So this is what a tsundere is. Wow. I breathe a sigh of relief. Me too, Zooble. Not the embarrassing part, the falling for you part. Zooble's blush deepens. I can't believe I fell for a nerd like you, Stevie. I laugh a bit. Yeah, I can't believe you fell for a nerd like me either. Zooble puts their hand on mine. Still though, you always managed to, I don't know, be there for me, I guess. There were times where I got frustrated with you, or times where I wish you would have just pulled back. But it's like you just knew, you know? I think I do. You knew when to give me space, when to push me. what to say to make me feel less alone. Zooble leans in. I've never really felt seen like this before, and I can't promise I'm always going to be easy to be around, but I really want to give us a shot. I do too, Zooble, I say, meeting them halfway across the table. Even though Zooble doesn't have lips, I plant a soft kiss on where I imagined they would be. Their faces aglow as they push against my face as well, reciprocating my efforts. What? Gangle? Gangle hides her camera, fleeing as Zooble gets up to pursue her. Gangle, delete that picture! No way! I got the spicy moment on camera! Spicy? Gangle! They chase each other around. I can't help but laugh at the sight. Eventually, Zooble runs out of breath and lets Gangle escape with her spicy picture. Zooble sits down at the table, snapping their fingers as they look at me. Hey, Stevie, I almost forgot. Me and everyone else in our class are lighting some fireworks on the rooftop once the festival winds down. Are you in? I nod. Of course! We hold hands as we walk back to our dorms. As I step into my dorm, I notice a new garment laid out on my bed with a note on it. I read it. Dear Stevie, as a sincere thanks and congratulations to you, both for your contributions to the culture fair and your success with Zooble, I hereby bestow upon you the Fireworks Yukata. This garment allows you to access the school rooftop for some good old-fashioned pyrotechnic fun with your fellow humans. Warning, Yukata is 100% cotton and may shrink up to 20% upon washing. I don the yukata, looking at myself in the mirror. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's actually very nice. Kane picked colors that complement my eyes and skin tone very well. I only have a few moments to admire it before Zooble knocks on my door. Come on, Stevie, let's get going. I don't want to miss any of the fireworks. I unlock the door. Wow. They stand there stunned. Oh my god, wait, I love hers with the triangles, and it's black and purple, and those are my favorite colors. Oh my god, what? You look, They pause, straightening their features. Good. You look good. Your yukata fits you well. You look really good too, Zooble. Zooble blushes. Thanks. Do you want to, hold, hands on the way there? I nod, taking their hand in mine as we walk together. The air is surprisingly warm for this time of year. Even though the yukata is a little thin, I don't feel cold at all as we head to the school building. Honestly, Stevie, I wasn't expecting to really get close to you. Sometimes at this school, especially with Kane being the way he is, it's hard to form attachments. It feels like people just show up and leave whenever Kane gets bored, but you're different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's just something about you. I blush. Something that's really special to me. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't go disappearing on me, okay? You mean a lot to me. I promise I won't, Zooble. You mean a lot to me too. We share an easy smile as we walk, hand in hand, into the school and head to the rooftop. When we arrive, our friends are already crowding around us. Zooble and Stevie, sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I. Pomni thwops him on the back of the head. Don't tease them, Jax. Oh my god, we run! Oh my god. Oh my god, Ragatha. Ragatha. Holy moly. It's good to see you guys. You make a cute couple. What? Who told everyone? All eyes turned to Gangle. Well, I mean, she had that picture, so I mean, like, that's kind of a no-brainer. I may have posted the picture I took of you two to the school message board, and also sent it to Ragatha and Pomni. Gangle, I'm sorry. It was my first time being the first one to know about something, and I just wanted to tell everyone because I was so excited for you two. Seriously? I put my hand on Zooble's back. It's cool. It's not like we were gonna hide it once we were up here anyways. Zooble blushes a bit. Yeah, I guess that's fair. So, yeah, me and Stevie are dating now. Well, well, isn't that cute? Zooble has a heart after all. Oh, I didn't even realize, it didn't even register in my head that he said Zooby. Call me Zooby again, and we'll see how well rabbits handle a 3-story fall from the school rooftop. Jax rolls his eyes, but walks off. Lastly, Kinger approaches us. Are you guys excited to see some fireworks? We both nod. Who's setting them off? Well, originally it was supposed to be Ragatha, but Gangle asked to do it at the last second. I find that surprising. Zooble and I exchange a look before shrugging. Sounds cool. The fireworks display goes off, displaying a pretty array of blue, yellow, green, and purple lights. Just as things draw to a close, Gangle pipes up. And this one is for Zooble and Stevie. She lights a pair of specially marked fireworks that go off, igniting in a pink and white heart that stays in the sky for a few seconds as the specialized fireworks go off. Zooble and I hold hands as we watch the last of this display go off. With time, more and more of my memories returned. We still haven't found a way out of the school yet, or back to our lives before, and I may not know what the future holds, or what new challenges await us. But I know together, with Zooble, there's nothing we can't handle. Fiend. Fiend. Oh my god. I love that so much. I fucking love this so much. Shout out to Vakastar. Assets used, Clip Studio assets, and free pick. Okay. Unity okay. Made with Renpy? I don't know what that is, but that sounds neat. Thanks for playing. Let's look at the album. I want to see what we've unlocked. Why is Zooble at the end? Like, this is such a weird organizing of things. There's something I didn't unlock? Wait a minute. There's something I didn't unlock. Okay, well, first things first, I want to look at these. Oh yeah, this was when she mentioned the tentacle. Or when I mentioned the tentacle. I love this one a lot. Oh, jeez. The art in this game is, like, absolutely phenomenal. I really love this game a lot, and I can't wait to do the other run-throughs. But yeah, thank you all for joining me and, you know, sticking around this long. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And,